Kong calmly steps into the water and starts bathing. On the other side, the small ape only pretends to drink water so Kong doesn't become suspicious. But just a few seconds later, a giant dragon suddenly bursts out of the lake at incredible speed and attacks Kong. The dragon instantly drags Kong underwater, and an intense underwater fight begins between them. After a while, everything suddenly goes silent beneath the water. The small ape starts thinking that maybe the monster has killed Kong, but in the very next moment, Kong emerges victorious and throws the severed head of the dragon monster directly in front of the small ape. Seeing this, the small ape becomes terrified because now he finally understands just how dangerous and powerful Kong truly is as a titan. Even after killing the dragon monster, there's no happiness visible on Kong's face. No matter how powerful he looks from the outside, deep inside, Kong is completely alone. In the dangerous world of Hollow Earth, he has no one of his own, and for years he has been wandering alone while searching for others of his kind. Living with this loneliness, Kong continues struggling to survive. But Hollow Earth isn't filled with only giant monsters. Deadly wolves are constantly hunting him as well. These wolves always attack in packs and never allow Kong to live in peace. After some time, a massive pack of wolves starts hunting Kong once again. At first, Kong tries to avoid them and begins running rapidly through the jungle. The wolves slowly surround him from every direction and eventually corner Kong near a deadly cliff. Now Kong has nowhere left to run. The wolves believe that this time Kong has finally become their prey, but in reality, Kong had already prepared a trap for them beforehand. The moment one of the wolves jumps toward Kong, a hidden trap suddenly activates, and gigantic spears concealed beneath the ground pierce straight through the wolf's body. Right after that, Kong grabs a massive tree trunk and throws it onto the trap mechanism. As soon as the system activates, enormous boulders placed on top of the mountains begin crashing down, crushing several wolves beneath them. The entire area becomes filled with dust and destruction. But even after all that, some of the wolves still survive and continue trying to attack Kong. Seeing this only makes Kong even angrier. He picks up the body of a dead wolf and uses it to intimidate the remaining wolves, forcing them to flee from the area. Even after the fight ends, Kong is left alone once again. The saddest truth of his life is that despite having so much power, he still has no one he can truly call his own. Even after surviving the deadly fight with the wolves, Kong is far from fully healed. That's when his real pain is revealed. One of Kong's teeth has badly decayed, and the pain gradually becomes so unbearable that even the most powerful titan in Hollow Earth starts looking helpless. Kong repeatedly touches his mouth and roars in anger because of the pain. Despite all his strength, this is one problem he cannot fix on his own. After staying away from humans for years, Kong is finally left with no other choice. That's why, for the very first time, he decides to travel toward the human world himself. When Kong arrives in the human world, the scientists are shocked to see him. Kong walks directly toward them, trying to ask for help, before eventually collapsing on top of a mountain from exhaustion. The scientists quickly realize that Kong hasn't come to attack anyone. He came seeking help, but for safety reasons, they give Kong a heavy dose of anesthesia so he won't become dangerous during the treatment. Within moments, Kong falls unconscious. After that, the scientists begin preparing to remove Kong's massive decayed tooth. They tightly wrap strong steel wires around the tooth and use a powerful machine to pull it out. As soon as the machine applies full force, Kong's giant tooth rips out with a violent jolt. The entire area instantly fills with the horrible smell coming from the rotten tooth, but the treatment doesn't end there. The scientists replace Kong's broken tooth with an advanced titanium tooth that is even stronger than the original one. When Kong finally wakes up, he realizes that his old pain is completely gone. He checks his new titanium tooth and, for the first time in a long while, feels a sense of relief. From that moment on, a bond of trust and faith begins to form between Kong and humanity. Sometime after Kong's treatment is completed, the scientists suddenly receive a mysterious emergency signal. The signal is coming directly from Hollow Earth. It's so unusual and dangerous that everyone immediately realizes something massive is about to happen in the world below. Without wasting any time, the scientists begin preparing a rescue mission. They suspect that a new threat has become active inside Hollow Earth, and to uncover the truth, Kong's help will be absolutely necessary. That's why they decide to head on the mission alongside Kong, using an advanced spacecraft and specialized equipment. Kong can also feel the signal, almost as if something is calling him back. A short while later, the rescue team arrives in front of a giant portal. This is the same dangerous portal that directly connects the human world to Hollow Earth.